so I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm starting off by putting my hair back, and you can use a hair tie, but I didn't have one. So I'm starting off by wetting my face with a washcloth, and I like to use the cheaper ones because they're more rough and they kind of get rid of all the dead skin. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm making sure to get my entire face, including my neck. So now I'm just gonna take my Shea Moisture black soap, and I'm gonna wet it and put it all over my face and use a Vanity Planet spin brush to massage it in. So some people say that the black soap isn't real, but I mean, this is what works for me. So if you want to use a real one, do what you want. So I'm just scrubbing it all over my face, and I will soon go in with the Vanity Planet. And I don't have batteries for this, so I just manually move it around my face. And I'm making sure to get my neck because if you have on makeup like the day before, you want to get everything. So now I'm just rinsing it off my face with the same washcloth. And you want to make sure you rinse off your washcloth periodically. So yeah. And I'm making sure to get everything off because soon I'm going to apply a mask. And the mask that I'm going to be using, I don't use it every day. I use it depending on how much I do my makeup, because it really takes out everything out your pores. And the mask I'm going to be using is the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. And when you open it, it's going to be a little messy, so just be mindful of that. So when you mix it, you want to make sure you mix it in plastic, because they say if you use like metals, it'll like do something to the mask. So just make sure you use plastic. That's why I have a plastic cup and a plastic spoon. So I'm just gonna take 2 scoops of it. You don't really need a lot. And you can either mix the mask with water, but I'm using apple cider vinegar because it works better. It all depends on your preference. So I'm starting off with a little bit so I don't make the mask too watery, and then I will go in with a little more just to make it more of a mask and not so dry. And so as you see, I mixed it until I get the consistency I want, and now I'm going to use a foundation brush to apply it to my face. And when you put it on, it's going to be a little cold, so just be mindful of that. If you want it warmer, just use warmer liquid, but my apple cider vinegar was cold. So as you see, I'm just brushing it on, and I'm only using a thin layer because you don't need a lot, and the more you put on, the longer it's going to take to dry. And I'm putting that all over my face. And be careful to not get it in your hair, because when you get in your hair, it's just a little hard to get out. And I'm bringing it all the way down my neck because I do apply my makeup to my neck, as you should. And now after that dries, it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to take my washcloth and just pat my face a little wet, because when you wipe it off, you don't want to be too harsh on your skin. It's easier to wipe it off when it's damp. So right now I'm just wiping it off my face. And you want to make sure you get everything. Now I'm just taking my washcloth and making sure I am removing all of the mask off of my face. And since it's been a little while since I've used the mask, the pores on my nose is still a little bit clogged, so I'm just going back in that area. And while that dries, I'm using the Terah Cosmetics, which is my brand, my lip scrub. You can find it on my website, which will be in the description. I'm taking a little bit on my washcloth, and I'm going to rub it all over my lips. And now that the mask is dried, I'm just going to wipe it off my nose to make sure that my pores are not clogged anymore, because it's been a while since I've used the mask. And now I'm just wiping my face one more time to make sure everything is off. Yeah, I like to really make sure everything is off my face. So that's why you see me going in with the rag so many times. And I got my rag from Walmart for like $4, and it comes in a pack. And I really do like it because since it's so rough, it just makes sure that all the dead skin cells, makeup, everything comes off your face. And now I'm using the lip and hand scrub from my website, which will be in the description once again. I'm using it for your hands because you can use it for your lips and your hands. So now I'm just going to take a little bit and put it in my hands and use it as its soap and just scrub away. And then once you're done scrubbing it all over your hands, you're just going to want to rinse it off with water. Warm, cold, hot, whatever you like. Just make sure you rinse the scrub off. And now I dry my hands, and I will soon take my Loena coconut oil, which is the best because it does not stink like some of them do. And I'm just going to massage or moisturize my hands and my face. And this is when I realized I put too much, so I just started putting it everywhere. As in my elbows, my shoulders, my neck, my chest. And I don't like to put a lot of coconut oil on my face because I don't want to be greasy. So yeah, now I'm just putting the coconut oil all over. I even apply it to my lips sometimes.
Cloud beads.
And last but not least, I'm using my Badescu Rose face waters. And I don't use this all the time. I only use it before I'm about to do my makeup. So that's it. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.